Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making the cutest Highland cow baubles you ever did see. So let's get into it. The materials you'll need to make this cute bauble is up on the screen here. You can make your Highland cow any colour you like. I'm going to choose a nice cinnamon orange. You can find that at World of Wool. I'm going to use blush pink for the nose, white for the horns, and a bit of dark brown for his nostrils. Or you could use black if you like. Don't forget I'm using 6mm black plastic eyes there, but you could also felt in the eyes if you wish to. Just makes the absolute most adorable bauble you ever did see. Great gift for friends and family, or even just a statement on your Christmas tree. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and let's get into this. So today I'll be recreating the cinnamon orange Highland cow bauble, but as you can see, you could make him any color you like. Here's an example of a brown one that I have created before as well. So let's grab your carded wool. This is what we'll make for the head, around about 7 inches long and 2 and a bit inches wide. It doesn't really have to be too precise, but that's a rough measurement that I'll make. So you just roll it into a ball quite firmly. We don't want too many air gaps in the wool. We're going to make it into a cylindrical shape, as you can see, and start felting with your needle of choice. I've got my 38 star needle here, but you could use anything that you're comfortable with. So we're just going to start felting the carded wool. I've sped up the process just a little bit, and I do suggest if you are new to felting, please wear some finger guards because it is a lifesaver if you're just starting out. And even as an experienced felter, you can get some ouchies sometimes, so finger guards always help. So we're just firming up the wool here. We're just eliminating any air gaps that we have. Felting round the head as you go. So we just want to make sure that it's firm and that it's keeping shape. So grab a hot cup of tea or a coffee and felt along with me. So just felting firmly as you go, and checking the shape, making sure that it's turning into a cylindrical shape. As you can see here, I am just felting in the sides and folding them in to make them more rounded. So just felting the sides and all the way around the head here. So it's important to just stop and check and take some breaks in between felting just to make sure that the shape is the way you like it. So here's a quick measurement here. I'm just feeling around the wool just to see if there's any more air gaps, which there was, so I'll continue felting through. So just checking in, it's definitely coming to life now and more firm in shape. I'm very happy with that, just rolling it around just to give it a feel, but it's nearly 2 inches there and 1 inch thick, so I'm happy with that. It's time to add the eyes. So I'm going to use my 6mm black plastic eyes, my trusty owl, and some glue, some just crafty glue. and we're going to place the owl in while we add the eyes. Now, again, you're more than welcome to felt the eyes instead. It's totally up to your preference here. So I'm just roughly adding the eyes in to the head the way I would like it to look. It's totally up to your preference. But he looks a bit funny there. He looks like a little chicken nugget so far. So I think it's about time we add some nose to him, give him some shape. But just to show you there, that's the spacing between the eyes. But again, it's totally up to you and the characteristic of your cow. So I'm just using some carded wool. It's a blush pink colour. And there's a measurement there if you like. We're going to just fold it in to make a nose shape or a rounded shape. And I'm just using my 38 star needle here to fold in the edges to make it nice and neat. I'm not felting too hard, otherwise it will get stuck onto the felting mat. So just be wary of that. Here's an approximate measurement. And just see how it looks on your Highland cow's face. And if you're happy with that, I place the nose just under the eye there and felting all around the edges to make sure that it is nice and neat. Take your time with this. It's important to make sure it looks neat and to get it right and it's firmly attached. Still looks a little bit funny, but once we give him some nostrils, it will come together. You just got to trust the process when it comes to needle felting, because it doesn't matter how far you're through a project, it always looks a little bit funny until the end. So he's around about 1 inch and half an inch there for his nose. I've just got some dark brown carded wool, not too much of it, and I'm just going to twist it in between my fingers there, as you can see, into a little ball, and then just add it to your nose. Just rolling it and adding it to your nose there. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so already to keep an eye on my upcoming tutorials. Your support means a lot. Thank you. So he's looking a lot better. He still needs his ears and his horns and a little bit of hairdo, but we'll get there. So we're going to choose the same colour that we chose for the head. This is a cinnamon orange colour. And the measurements are there. It's just a rough estimate of measurements. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to roll the wool and folding it in again to make a nice edge for his ear. This will take you a little bit of time. This is obviously a sped up process, so don't rush this, just enjoy it. And just take a look of how that ear will sit on your Highland cow's face. And make the same approximate shape for the other ear. I'm really liking the ears now, so I'm just giving you a quick measurement here. And the best way to determine how your ears are going to look is putting it on your Highland cow's face. And once you're happy, just felt them in. It's no worries if you feel like your ear needs a little bit more wool. It's easier to add more wool than to try and take some away. So we're just adding on the left ear there and now putting on the right. Looking good. He's finally coming to life. We still need to add some horns to him, but the ears really put him together at the moment. Kind of looks like a little piggy too, which is a great idea if you wanted to try out a pig. So I've just got some white carded wool here, not too much of it. Don't need it too thick. Just trying to lightly felt and roll the wool to make a line. And remember not to felt too hard because we don't want it sticking to the mat. Rolling the wool with our hands just helps transfer some heat and creating some shape for the wool here. So you can see here that is how I would like my horns to be. So I'm going to felt that on the top of the head. He has some fuzzy parts at the ends which we will cut off soon. That's how he's looking. Very simple, very cute. So we're just cutting off the edges. We don't need it too fuzzy, and obviously if it's too long it won't fit into the bauble either. So just felting that down, twizzling the edges to make it more look like a horn. Now we're going to add some hairdo. Just a little bit of your carded wool that you chose to use for the face, and just going to felt that in place to give him some fuzzy hair, but it really puts him all together. Gives him some character. How cute is that? Absolutely adorable. I'm so happy with that. So now we're going to grab some straw and a bauble. So the baubles that I choose are 3 inches in length. And you can grab feathers, straw, anything you would like to add, but I just think with the farm look, I think straw just really pieces it all together. Place your Highland cow in the bauble, see how he looks, and make sure that your bauble is clicked into place if you're using a plastic. And here he is here. How cool is that? I just need to cut off some extra straw, so don't worry if there's little bits hanging out. You can easily just cut that off. That's totally fine. He's looking great. Now let's add some twine. I'm using some gold twine here, but you can really jazz it up with some ribbon or other types of twine to make it look even more Christmassy. But I've just selected around about 10 inches of twine and cut that off. I'm going to put that on the bauble. I suggest if you want a longer twine, then I would go for 15 inches. And as you can see here, I'm just cutting off the sides, making sure it doesn't look too rough. We want our bauble to look nice and smart. And here is the end result. Now this is the Highland cow bauble on my Christmas tree. I was very excited and very happy with how it looks. I'd love to see yours, so leave a comment. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks again for your support.